Hi, today I want to look at the SV Pro 4K Ultra HD webcam. Just a quick overview walkthrough so you can kind of see it in action. This is tested as part of the Vine review program with Amazon. So what this is basically a small camera that you can mount on a tripod, connects via USB for capturing and streaming, very similar to what you might see in a webcam, right? The difference is has some neat tricks on it. So first of all, it is optical zoom, which is really important. So it has a range of 5 to 50 millimeters equivalent in zoom range, and it's optical, right? So you're not degrading the image quality at all. You can see my little guy down here. I'll give you a close up in a minute. That's full on zoom. He's about 3 feet away. Um, the other cool thing is that it's 4K, so the sensor, at least anyway, is going to capture a nice crisp image. And then it has other manual controls on it for aperture and focus. So I'll show you that in just a second. It's important to, when you look at this, there's a variety of different models out there. So some are different focal range, some are autofocus, some are high speed, and so on, right? And again, this one is the manual focus 5 to 50. From an unboxing standpoint, what you get is pretty straightforward. The camera itself, it's got a detachable USB cable on it so that you can snake it through walls or whatever you got to do if you want to permanently mount it. But either way, it's got a nice long cord on it, which is really important. Simple manual tells you plug it in and if needed where to get some optional camera software. In this case, I'm using it with some shareware streaming software that's popular out there. So what I did here is mounted onto a camera tripod that I have on my desk, and then this is part of my setup that I use for doing video streams. This is a close-up of the lens barrel, so you can see a focus button on the left from infinity to near. You've got closed and open indicators for the aperture, which controls how much light comes into the lens. And then you've got the telephoto and wide angle zoom. Show you a close-up of that. So here's what it looks like mounted on the tripod. And then this is the actual 4K image, right? So I'm trying to capture this in 4K. Incredible level of detail. Depending how you have the aperture and everything set, nice shallow depth of field, so you can see everything behind that's not in focus is blurred, which is important depending upon what you're trying to highlight. You don't want to have all the distracting background topics. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's frame rate's okay. You got a little bit of lag, as might be expected. It's only USB 2 device, but if you dial down your frame rate, it's not noticeable. For me, the more important thing was image quality than super fantastic frame rate. Really, that's the long and the short of it. I just wanted to show you what a real image looked like from this in real life, and that's all she wrote.